Hello, BookTube, and welcome back. Well, you join me on a absolutely beautiful, stunning day here, people. It's absolutely lovely. So as soon as I wrap up this, I'm gonna go back out there and enjoy the sun while it lasts in the UK. It is chef's kiss. It is a beautiful. So, if you've not seen one of my videos before, I have often said that I do not bookhaul, and I don't bookhaul at all these days. I am pretty much a Kindle reader. I don't buy physical as much. Actually, I get rid of more physical books now than I get in, and the only ways I the only ways I bring physical books into my house right now are under three ways. First way, if I could do me little pinky, here we go. The first one is if it's the book is free, the books are free. It's either or a present, and whether a voucher has been given to me. All these books are from a voucher. They're from Waterstones, which is a major book chain here in the UK. And I got four of them. Absolutely. I've read all these authors before, and they're all pretty much sound good authors. There's history in here and a bit of conspiracy. So let's see what I got. Now, the first one is Moneyland. Oh, yeah, by Oliver Bullall. Bullall. And what was his other book? What he wrote? Butler to the World. Butler to the World is about when Britain lost its empire, how it then served the world. The world meaning the really rich and powerful, hide the money, through our crown independencies like Jersey and Guernsey and the Isle of Man and Gibraltar, all those kind of places where you can hide money. Well, how the rich hide money, and this is more the same. And it's talking about how the oligarchs, the super rich, big business, how they offshore their assets out of the country and put it somewhere where they don't have to effectively pay that much tax, which is doing massive damage to a lot of countries. And he's an investigative journalist from the UK, Oliver Bullall, and he's really good. He does write absolute page turners, and I'll recommend any of his. Well, I think he's only wrote two books, so I'll give this one a whirl. And I'm not sure if I've actually got the physical copy of Butler to the World. I think it's on my Kindle. But I'll give this as well. It's about offshore money, how the rich do it, and I'll see what it's like. It's annoying, isn't it, how they do this in plain sight and nothing ever gets done with it. What have I got? Oh, okay. Next one is London Falling. A Mysterious Death in the Gilded City. Ooh, by Patrick Radin Keefe. Now, Patrick Radin Keefe wrote won the Bailey Gifford. Oh, it's about the Sackler family and the opiate crisis in America. Is it Dynasty of Pain? I think it's Dynasty of Pain. Don't quote me on that. I think it is. I'm right. It is. And this is about. This is what I'm talking about. A bit conspiracy. A lad fell from a balcony, a big posh balcony, to his death, and the author and his parents are trying to find out what actually happened, because the official story is that he, just fell. But what they find out is that in the course of their investigation, that their son was pretending to be a oligarch's son, a Russian oligarch's son, and so they go on also kind of the London underworld of gentlemen's clubs, all those kind of places where the likes of us are not allowed to go, and try to follow the son's trail and how maybe he didn't fall from the balcony. He may have got pushed, or he could have been hiding for someone who went into there and accidentally fell. So I'm looking forward to see this, to read this, and see if it's any good, because Patrick Keefe is an absolute amazing author. His previous works, it's Empire of Pain. It's not Dynasty of Pain. And right now, it's Empire of Pain. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, because the writer he's good at what he does, and again, it's got this conspiracy thing, like a hook on a fish. So I'll see what it's like. See if it's any good, and I'll report back to you. Okie dokie. The other two are. I'm just watching my dog outside. He's on patrol. On a previous video, I've told you that there's a new cat in the neighbourhood, and he's not happy about it. And this new cat in the neighbourhood has brought along 2 new friends, so he's outnumbered. So he's a little beagle who thinks he's a bigger dog, but bless him. So back to business. So the next 2 are by the same author. So they're both works of history, and this guy, his the Return of the King was the non-fiction book I read, and it was about the battle for Afghanistan. Absolutely fantastic book, really, really good. And this is William Dalrymple, and this one is The Anarchy. So this is the relentless rise of the East India Trade Company. We didn't really get taught about the East India Trade Company in school, but this was a massive, probably the biggest company of its time. It was a monopoly on trade, even to the point they got so powerful they were the British Crown like, this was a mistake. And the East India Trade Company basically had carte blanche. They could do what they want in India and in the Far East. They had their own personal army. They traded opium with the Chinese to get good trade deals for tea and porcelain. How British can you get? But I've never actually read a history of the East India Trade Company at all. So I'm really, really interested, because it got dissolved by the British Crown eventually. I think just after the rebellion. I think the 1840s or 1850s, it got basically got rid of. They had enough. Their army got brought back into the army of the king, and the company was completely just taken over and torn to bits after the Indian Rebellion. I think it was in 1850 or 1857 or so, 1847, around there. After the empire, after the last, the book we're going to talk about next is linked to this. That's why I brought them together. So yeah, this is a history of the giant trading company of the East Indians. So really, really looking forward to it. And it's a bit of a chunker as well, but it's got loads of photos in it. That's what I love about non-fiction books. So the high gloss photos and all that. Last one. Oh, hang on. Oh, calamity, people. I've dropped everything. Oh, I'll sort that out later. And again, this one is it's the same author. It's about the same kind of, pardon me. It's about the same kind of era. So this is The Last Mughal, the fall of Delhi so it must have been 1857, because this is the event which caused the British to go, East India Trade Company, get lost, you're done. And so this is the history, the history that brought about the fall of the Mughal Empire, which I think it was the Mughal Empire was an Islamic dynasty. Well, I think it lasted about 300 years. It basically started after the Khans. I can't remember if it was Genghis Khan's grandson or something like that started that kind of the dynasty until we decided to take over with the British Raj. So this is So this is about how basically that dynasty collapsed in the end, and how the British Crown, you know, took away the East India Trade Company's power and put the foot down and say, okay, this now belongs to British Crown. This is what's going to happen now, and this dynasty got dissolved. So really looking forward to reading this also. And that's all 4 books that I got. I hope one of those books you find interesting, and I'll report back to you what I thought of them. Until later. I sounded like a news reporter then, didn't I? It was weird. Until later, bye, BookTube.